In today's game, we have a matchup of two of the best receivers in the NFL. Both are big-bodied receivers that can just flat out go up and get the ball. It's Julio Jones going up against Mike Evans. So let's get you over to Tampa as we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Guy and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Carry now for Doug Martin. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
You have to love and admire the effort because he almost broke free in the backfield, but you also
I'm talking about for real. Him and the other nigga, man, I was so mad, bro.
Get anywhere, a loss of yardage.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Winston gives to Martin on the draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. 3rd and long for Winston. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. A nice gain of 21 yards.
I know I'm not in the rooting business, but I really like this kid, Austin Safarian Jenkins. Good catch there. I'm just hoping he can stay on the field and have some good health.
And the Bucs hoping so, too. Limited to 16 games total his first 2 seasons combined.
He is quite a target for a young quarterback. Jameis Winston can grow with this guy. And, boy, they can be a dynamic duo.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian Jenkins. And it'll be 2nd and 10. And this offense can air it out, and when they do, you have to key on Mike Evans.
And we do think about his catch radius first and foremost. A tall, lean receiver, but he actually can make some agile plays as well.
On 2nd down, Martin. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Desmond Trufant has made a great reputation in a short amount of time in the NFL. A lockdown corner that most teams don't attempt to try.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Jameis to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're indeed going. It's Winston. He's got Evans. It's a gain of 7. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And that's the first connection. The number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
3rd and short yardage. Winston surveying the field. And it's caught by Shorts. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll roll him out right. And a catch right side by Evans. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right.
I'm just playing my regular thing, man.
He throws a nice pass for a first down.
First down, here's the run with Martin. We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2nd down, Winston. And this is caught by Jackson for a Buccaneer touchdown.
Y'all watching this shit, y'all?
From 4 yards out. And the Bucs take the ball down the field.
Do what I do, bro. Do what I do. T, you watching this shit, T? Oh, he probably mad. He don't want to watch.
Has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
You do your homework.
They'll come out in the pistol.
No, you ain't gonna take that, bro.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And his first look is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Here's the offense, and we talk about the tight end, Jacob Tammy.
A lot of people thought of him as a safety valve receiver.
Let me get out the motherfucker.
Receiver. Jacob Tammy shows better athleticism than what people expect.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Ryan. He's got him in. Complete.
Wait.
And for Julio Jones, we'll still have to keep an eye on his ankle. Remember, August 26th in the preseason game in Orlando, he tweaked it, but they're saying he's full go for the regular season.
All I've heard is that he's rehabbed very well.
The other nigga got that nigga on brother just sitting back there waiting
Yeah, you
for
see
the
him.
tip.
Yeah, you see it, bro.
Let's face it, you have to. Julio Jones is a true #1 receiver in the NFL. He takes on double teams, finds ways to get open, and competes for the ball so well downfield, he usually comes up with it. Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back
you
on that
need for a good
play?
counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing
I can't understand what you're right now. I can't understand what you're right now.
Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. How do you get much more balance than this? Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
Joe McCoy is one of the top defensive tackles in the league. Always a threat to go to the Pro Bowl, especially because of his pass rushing ability.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw is Ryan.
Man, get that shit.
The field, but it's incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. That's caught at the 3. It'll be a gain of 4. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll try and throw for it. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And an alley to run. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, 20, 10. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Gave them 6 points going the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line.
If I told one skunk, I would quit. If I 21 skunk, I'm going to let you try to get there. If I get 21, I'm going to give you a chance to try to stove. If you don't got there, get that skunk, quit. That's my rule. Play with that boy.
Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in
Y'all
now.
hear me?
All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football.
And got his man complete. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 44 yards.
It's bad enough watching all the highlight reels, watching guys in warm-ups, going up and making these incredible one-handed acrobatic catches. But when it happens right in front of you, when you're defending him, that just makes your day that much longer, and you just wonder, how are we ever going to cover these guys?
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They were looking that time to get it to Justin Hardy. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Pardon the rims of the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, you get to the half, what adjustments for the offense make?
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Gerald McCoy with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. 4th down. Here's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's brought down after a good game. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
To throw again is Ryan. That is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now is a...
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Justin Hardy, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that
they
would,
win. You
because if they were
what the fuck you
do
win?
it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense.
I'm not playing with you. What?
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Yo.
They run it again with Martin. And he is going to lose yardage here.
I put the eyebrows on there, like I put the facial hair and all that shit in there.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
It should, because, I mean, cause your real eyebrows, that shit just like a picture on your face. It ain't no texture, so you still got to go behind it and put the, you know what I'm saying, the hair on your face.
Hey, when you get to your studio.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. They'll run it. Here's Martin.
And
they'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. He's got Evans. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play
what are you doing? You said one down question.
Extreme confidence.
Oh.
Looks like the defense
He
in
been
press
saying
coverage
the
here.
same shit 2 times all the whole damn game.
Huh?
So a penalty
Nah, because I'm watching your broadcast and I'm on the damn mic with you. That shit be repeating. It should be repeating.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Jameis to throw it.
TG, you gotta go to work today, bro?
Deep right side. That's going to be knocked
away
and incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there,
oh,
didn't
he sort of got that. He was on the inside,
he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
Hey, Neil's supposed to be hurt, unless you just put him in.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So
like
3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Here's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Why not?
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And they're going to go soft on the corner.
Yeah, that's why.
Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula.
Sure that flow.
What about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own arm?
Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Third and long. It's Ryan. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Taken right around the 44. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And on the tackle, Jonathan Babineau. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They come out here in the eye. Again, it's Martin. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. and then something pops, and now you get something going.
That's
I'm not so sure that just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
So now it's 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Winston now. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. One receiver to the left is Evans. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. 4th down, Winston. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. The Bucs trying on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Tackle is made by Clinton McDonald.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
How long got now?
14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a
blitz coming, and down he goes. Quan Alexander in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Ryan.
That shit, man.
Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. This is brought in by Hardy. That'll be a gain of 16. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st down, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good. When you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 31 yards that time. And it'll give the Bucs a first down. Evans is alone to his right. Now Winston finding time. Now he's flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Brooks Reed in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8.
Third down. Sit down. So you fucking with shit, no.
One receiver to the left is Evans. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I hate this shit. You ready?
So third down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Third and long for Winston. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays. Just not right. One receiver left, 3 to the right. A first down throw for Winston. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he'll at least get them inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dive.
Control.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. Pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
18 yards on the pickup there. Leads to an Atlanta first down.
They got the set there, though.
They go play action here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Back now in Tampa. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's first and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
On second down, here's Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
They got to have 6 here. It's third and goal. They run the play fake to Coleman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Levine Toilolo. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. One receiver to the left is Evans. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Jameis to throw it. Drops it off to Martin. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 3rd and short yardage. Winston. He's got time in the pocket. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Martin. And he has the first down yardage.
Well, you see that ball?
Right at the 45.
When you think about
That nigga will work for the first down, boy.
In short yardage situations, now it's Doug Martin, and he gets those legs churning here, and they'll wind up converting on 4th down.
One receiver left, 2 to the right.
You see him.
First down, Winston. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
I'm going to have to try you, shout. I'm going to have to try you. They call me try you, shout. I'm trying y'all,
Winston stays out there. One receiver to the left is Evans.
That's not.
Now Winston on 4th down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is
fuck you talking about, nigga?
For a Buccaneer touchdown. Vincent Jackson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And this is
there they go, that shit I was doing with T.A., man. Let me see on my ass.
And our score remains the same. The kicker,
but I did this shit 3 times. I did that shit 3 times in a row with T.A.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Second down following the incompletion. Second and 10 now. Ryan. He's going to go up top again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. They come up in an offset eye. Now Ryan. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I really thought you were trying to get me Superman, trying to get me Julio. Work.
Time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a... And this is
Grimes,
intercepted.
man.
And that should do it. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Yeah.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now a second down throw for Winston. Backing up. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. It's a
18.
first down.
What a catch and one-handed.
No nigga, fuck up, you get to say, come on, right?
About the play, and maybe
I don't have to say all night, come on. No, or Clue get the fuck up, he say, come on. Don't worry about it.
They do have a little grip to them, don't
They got a little
they?
extra tackiness
I know.
to them now, and I know
I
the
just
guys
imagine
in the
it,
NFL,
guys.
the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough
Oh,
day,
shit.
tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game.
Hey, get what?
Not a whole lot of room
I'm
to
on
ramble
top,
for
so you already know how the
You're right,
real
it's been
game
that way
gonna be.
all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
What that boy still say? Come on, fuck nigga. You know I be playing. I be playing.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Winston here to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And another Winston to Evans connection. Mike Evans, he didn't play football until his senior year of high school. He was such a good basketball player down in Galveston, Texas. But I think he's happy he picked football up.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. I would have loved to have been around those conversations. The head basketball coach, the head football coach. Since it was high school, maybe it was the same guy. You never know. And saying, I need this guy out on the field. That's worked quite well for him. And Jameis Winston's so happy to have him on his squad.
And they've got the lead in this one because of those two.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
What's a good game, club, man?
The guy who is that hot downfield,
Do what I do.
who knows how to get the
Do what
ball
I
to
do,
the end
man.
zone.
Don't feel bad. I beat your friend like this, too.
Even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Martin fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
There goes Doug Martin. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the line.
Well,
And you know, winning is
you
good
see
for
that?
all the
I ran out of
obvious
bounds.
reasons. But
And I
if
ran
nothing
out of
else, it makes
bounds, too.
tomorrow's film session a little more palatable, doesn't it?
Oh, indeed it does. Sometimes it helps you.
They get a little preview where I won't do the outball on the franchise.
If it's a borderline play
Hey, I
for
gotta
you,
get it.
if you won the game, you might get a plus in your column instead of a minus.
Well, look, I'm ready to go get ready for work, man. I catch y'all, boy. I see you when I get to work, see? Alright.